Hello and welcome to another session of Karen's Colours. I'm Dr. Karen and these are my colour conversations. This session is somewhat delayed because I've been on a learning curve. Electronics and I don't necessarily have a good relationship, and that's been proven this weekend because I've tried to do something different. For those of you who've been following my videos, you are aware that I have 3 streams at present, and this video today will be a 4th stream that I'm hoping will take off. For those of you who have subscribed to this channel, I'm truly grateful because your support is the thing that keeps me going. If you have been watching and not subscribed, just hit that little button. It doesn't cost you anything. This session is all about doing a colour reading. Now, colour readings, of course, as I've mentioned in the past, are all about looking at an individual's state of mind, their state of play in the real world. But colour readings can also occur as a result of using cards and a little bit of psychic energy, and read very similar to those cards that we use in the tarot or for other types of divination processes. In this video, I am going to be looking at the month of February, and I'll be looking at it through the lens of each person's birth month. I truly would appreciate some comments. If you find these are of absolutely no use to you whatsoever, I'd like to know that just as much as if they have been helpful to you in negotiating the month of February. Your results are the things that are going to make me decide whether or not to keep this stream going. So as I said, it's an experiment. Let's get started. This is a reading for the month of February for those people born in September. What does February have in store for those people born in September? Here we have the past, the present, the future, and the underlying energy. There is one colour here that appears twice, in the now and in the future, and that colour is blue. All the others are different. We have green and yellow, orange, white, brown, and pink. So what does this tell us? As you enter into the month of February, you'll find yourself in a situation where you're either needing to learn a lot of new things, or there is a great deal of insecurity associated with fear that what you know already is not sufficient for you in order to do what you need to do. In the real world, there are many, many opportunities available to you. But if you don't know which opportunities will lead you to the path that gives you the greatest benefit, or which opportunities will lead you down the garden path, then you're going to find yourself in a bit of a conundrum. What this combination asks you to do is to take a chance, take a risk, gamble with your decisions, and make those decisions based on both knowledge, that is mental health, and values, that is emotional health. And with that ability to put heart and mind in together, you'll find yourself in a situation where you will need to develop some confidence, some courage, and to face head on some real challenges to your internal life. In the real world, it's all about having to start over, begin to work again. Confidence and hard work together will actually overcome a great number of challenges. But we have here orange and blue, which are opposites on the colour wheel. And that means that there is disruption and periods of calm, periods of stagnation, periods of anxiety, periods of understanding, periods of an inability to get past your own preconceived ideas. This is quite a challenge, this particular combination. And for those of you born in September, it basically means that you'll be swinging from high anxiety through to not much to do, back to I wish I could change things, back to there's nothing that can be done about the situation that I'm in. And that in itself causes quite an emotional tussle within yourself. But it doesn't last all that long, because eventually all of that need to overcome drama, which is represented by the orange internally, fades away, and you find yourself in a situation where you understand that there is absolutely nothing you can do. There is no actual concept that you have within yourself that explains why it is that your life has gone the way that it has. Blue on white is the opposite of the what we call the voluntary sacrifice. This is the involuntary sacrifice. I have to do stuff because I have to do it, not because I can see that there is a value in what I'm doing that will enable others to benefit from issues that otherwise would be overwhelming for them and subsequently have a problem for me as well. So for people born in September, the blue on white as their future indicates that there will be struggle between what has to be done and an inability to want to do it, an inability to understand why it needs to be done, and in many ways a resistance to doing it because the internal desire is one of, let me get out of here, I want to escape, I don't want to do this anymore. The underlying energy here is brown on pink. The trouble is that you are vulnerable, that there are things within your life that you don't want to escape because you cannot escape them. There are things such as your attachment to people that means that you need their assistance as much as you would like to be able to do things on your own. You nevertheless are caught up in having to account for your activities to someone else because they have some partial control over your life. In the real world, that means that you have to almost be the apprentice and start all over again. You have to determine what it is that you want. You need to set a plan in place. You need to get goal activated. And to do that, not only do you need to have a vision for the future, but you also need to develop the practical skills that enable you to carry those out. The hindrance is this pink internally. You want to do it because you feel as though you have no real choice. But once you get started, you'll find that those things might just lead you away from this negativity of feeling unloved, unwanted, undesired, when in fact you are the one that should be doing those loves, those desires, those looking after yourself by yourself. You shouldn't be needing to wait for somebody else to do this for you. So how do we get from this situation of having to work hard for unknown causes, sometimes those causes creating high drama, other times creating a feeling of, I just want to get out of here? How do we get from there to a situation where you are working towards a specific goal because it's what you want to achieve? Well, let's look at the colours that are missing. There is no black, but you do have white. There is no red. There is yellow. There is green. There is blue. There is brown. You have orange. There is no grey. There is no purple. But you do have pink, but there is no cyan. So here we have 5 colours that represent the skills that are potentially available to you, but not yet in action during the month of February. Cyan is the colour of peace and contentment and everything in its place and everything in order. With all of this hard work and disruptive energy that comes from both the orange and the brown, that is rather difficult for you to achieve at the moment. When we add black to white, we end up with grey, and grey is always about uncertainty. It's about not knowing what direction to go because there are no signposts leading you anywhere. Purple is all about change. It's major disruptive change. I want to do something different, and damn it, I'm going to do it now. Red is all about facing the life that is ahead of you, sometimes taking risks and sometimes even spilling blood in order to achieve what it is that you want out of life. And black, of course, is hiding from real life by withdrawing inwards. Sometimes can indicate depression, sometimes can indicate just simply time out. But either way, it enables you to escape from the issues that are surrounding you and allows you to develop breathing space that gives you an opportunity to reevaluate what's going on. So we take whichever of those 5 colours is the most appealing to you and whichever is the least appealing to you, and incorporate those 2 colours within your everyday repertoire. You add them as food or clothing or some other artifact within your life that enables you to be able to get a visual hit of the colours and therefore the skills that are missing, but nevertheless will enable you to make the best out of what it is that is already surrounding you. Whichever combination indicates the best and the worst of those colours that are missing is the one that will get you to make the most of your ability to love what it is that you're going to want to do with your life.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little foray into the month of February for your birth month. If you found it useful or insightful, please leave a comment below. If you found it totally useless, also, please leave a comment below. I'd be very interested to hear what you have to say on the topic. In the meantime, may your life be filled with colour and a lot less in the way of electronic disasters, such as the ones I've had this month coming into February. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.